What it do, y'all? We back for another reaction. Today we gonna react to KG California Breeze X Snooze remix. I don't know if you've heard about KG. Some of you may have, some of you haven't, but we're gonna react to his music today. And I believe he told me this is California Breeze, which is, I believe, the Lil Baby song California Breeze. Take out to eat, get a little money. And Snooze by, you already know, SZA, one of the GOATs from the album SOS, the hardest R&B album of the year last year. I believe it was the most consistent song on the Billboard chart last year as well, 2023. That album as well. But I believe these are remixes to both of those songs in one collab. Let's hear this. I'm excited. Like I said, some of you may have heard of KG. Some of you got him on your playlist. And some of you are new to him. So, you know, show him some love. Give him some critiques in the comments. Y'all already know how we do on this channel. If you want me to review your music, hit me up in the email below or DM me on Instagram. Let's get it.
You know.
Okay, that LA vibe, got the LA, got the Cartiers on, got the cement 3s. I see them.
That ain't fair to me. Wake up early morning, plans to get this money. Gotta go to work because it's not gonna come from nothing. Done some things I didn't have to, but I felt like I had to, just to see a cash flow. What happens when they catch you? Always prayed on the same page, stayed to myself. Then I had my partner with me, we ain't need no one help. We just kept it low key, waiting on no hot shit. Made niggas see what we was bout, and we made they bitches melt. We ain't had the pot sticks, found one, fell in love like I never had before. I told you I wouldn't trip over the truth, you still continue lying. I felt the relationship.
Okay, so far, that's a nice watch, by the way. I'm going to say right off the rip, I'm a producer as well as I'm a real big music enthusiast. I would say for this beat in particular, it's really tricky. But the California Breeze beat is really tricky. So I would say when you're rapping in the studio, try to find the pockets in the beat for you to rap in, and it'll sound a little bit more smoother. Just try to ride the beats a little bit better, because you're not off beat on this particular track. With this beat, you're not off beat. But it just sounds better when you find the perfect pockets in the beat to rap. And it's also easier to come up with lyrics, and it just sounds more clean to the ear. Because you could just get a beat and rap on beat, and it's gonna be on beat, but it ain't gonna sound as good as if you get a beat and you actually try to fill in the pockets and create a certain flow for that beat. You get what I'm saying? But so far, I like what he's talking about. I like his lyrics. I like the visuals. I love when rappers invest in music, like in music videos, because it's a lost art. People don't like doing music videos no more. And if you're going to be a rapper, you got to invest fully into it. You got to get studio time. This recording sounds clean. Sound like it was in the studio. And the visuals is clean. You know, he paid somebody, a videographer, to record this. A lot of rappers, they just think they could go in the studio, cheap out on the cheapest studio ever. It sounds terrible. They ain't no visual. The artwork look like cheap as hell. You know, and when you go to a label, when you go to somebody with that type of thing, they gonna be like, why should I invest in you if you don't want to invest in yourself? You get what I'm saying? So invest in yourself, rappers. I like how he's investing in himself with the studio time, with the music video, the videographer. Hard. Let's go.
Dying, or I was simply tired of trying, cause you didn't recognize it. Try not to disguise it, or sit back like it's nothing, and just take a flight to. But you didn't wanna come alone. Knew you was busy, just thought you'd see me for my birthday. But you ain't wanna see me in the first place. Almost like last year, the last chick just went ghost, it was unearthly. Had me feeling all alone. Like, babe, I hope you're free later on. Thought she had real love, but it showed. Thinking she was that special girl, held me back from messing around with them hoes. Stay 10 down on my toes. Pussy better not play around, this ain't no rose. My ex is mad, I ain't proposed, but I'm young, I'm back.
That was hard. He said, pussies better not play around, because this ain't no rose. That was hard. See, now he's incorporating the bars. He was talking his shit earlier, how he been grinding, how he started from nothing. He do what he gotta do to make that cheddar. And now he bringing in the bars. Y'all pussies better not play around. So y'all better not play around with me, because I gets busy. But, you know, Rose is the female toy for their vaginas and stuff. So, you know, this ain't no Rose. Better not play with me, pussies. You use the Rose on the pussy. You get what I'm saying? That was hard.
Bound to fall. I know eventually I'll come around when I'm supposed to. This shit real life, get a hold of you. Gotta realize when they tell you what to do, they the ones controlling you. Get high as fuck, it's hard to sober through. I said I quit and that is it. Whole time folks already knew. All I'm trying to do is find peace and a better mood. I need it for my medical, so I gotta take a trip down. So I gotta take a trip down. Yes.
California. Yeah, this is hard.
It's KG.
And I like how he didn't. I like this, how this is a different vibe. You know, it's more him spilling his heart. Not really so much talking about killing, drug dealing type of shit. Because over time, that gets kind of old, man. And it gets kind of like repetitive. And you hear a beat, and you hear you excited for the beat, and then you hear the lyrics, and you're like, oh, they talking about this shit again, bro. Like, come on, bro. It gets oversaturated sometimes. So it's a breath of fresh air to hear a rapper that's talking about something different, that's actually spilling out his emotions. Let's get it. Okay. Now we got the SZA on here. You got that Georgia shirt on. I'm a Bama boy. Roll Tide, baby.
Said I would fight for you. I never lied to you. Stayed up all night with you. I came home right to you. I did what none of them niggas would. What none of them ever could. Said I was the best that you had. Why would you trade it for something you know ain't gonna last? Saw it going downhill and I should've left after that. But I stuck around just in hopes you weren't turning me into a fucking clown. I should've kept it playing, but you had me over my head. To think of the words that you said, that you'll hold it down and be there. You said there was nothing wrong and I did everything right, just to find out that you were stepping out that same night. At least you had fun, according to the messages. If it was me now, I wouldn't even stress the shit out.
I like how he's storytelling. He's telling a story, telling you how he feels. He's spilling out his heart to this girl, man. And I like how this is kind of like the opposite of what the Snooze song is about. So Snooze is about SZA talking to her mans. Like she willing to pull that iron for you. She's willing to die for you, willing to go to jail for you, willing to catch a case for you. So he's on the opposite side. He's the man telling the woman how he feel. So it's hard. I love it.
I would've kept an extra bit. You would've been a hit and quit. I wouldn't have to deal with this. Damn. In the end, I'm by myself. I feel like Scarface. Thought you was my Elvira. Thought we could keep it between us, but you was just keeping secrets, selling me all those dreams. I overdrafted for you and I ain't have shit. Now I can't afford it. You can keep your apologies, cause I'm gonna ignore it. Just because when your phone would ring, you was running for it. So keep running for it. You got kicked out, my folks let you stay at our place. How could you tell so many lies and smile in my face? When your folks was tripping, they ain't want you out with me. Had me thinking they ain't like me, oh, but now I see. When you say they called you names and looked at you suspicious, cause they knew it wasn't me. Sneak around LA to get you. Around this time we was taking pictures. I thought it was so major with you.
Alright, I'm gonna give you some critique on this line right here. Let me hear that back.
They ain't want you out with me. Had me thinking they ain't like me, oh, but now I see. When you say they called you names and looked at you suspicious.
That part right there, when you say they call you names and they look at you suspicious, right there, it sounds like you put too much in the line itself, and it kind of made you jump off beat. So you had to rush at the end of the line. You had to rush because the pocket that you was trying to fill was coming to a close, and that's in common with a lot of rappers, with a lot of artists that are upcoming. They, and just any rapper in general. Sometimes you overfill the line, and you try to fit it in the pocket, so it forces you to rush at the end. and then it sounds really harsh to the listener. So I would just say try not to do that. Yeah, you want to fill in, like, if you have too much pocket space in the beat for a certain line, and you don't fill it in, it's gonna make you slow down your line. So it's gonna sound like you don't know what to say. And then if you have too much in your line or too many words, or you're using filler words, and the pocket is coming to an end and you have too much to say, it makes you rush. It makes you rush at the end of the line. And definitely as listeners, we can pick up on that, and it makes you fall off beat for your next line. So in order to set yourself up for success, I would say try to fill in the pockets with just the right amount of words. Use filler words if you have to. Take out filler words if you have to. And just don't be scared when you're in the studio. You pay for the studio time. In the recording process, you pay. If you need an extra hour, pay for the extra hour just to go back. And if you feel like you messed up on a line, tell the engineer, like, yo, can we record that again? Let's record that line again. Let's record that line again. Don't be scared to record your lines again because you feel pressured. Oh, my time's running out. Just pay for the extra hour or whatever the case may be. Or even if you're just scared to talk to the engineer, just be like, yo, record that line again, record that line. Don't leave the studio until you're fully content with what you have. Don't just put anything out there, because as listeners, we notice the mistakes. And in the long run, it's going to be best to do it right the first time, because then it's going to really catch people's ears. So let's go.
Cause they knew it wasn't me, sneaking around LA to get you. Round this time was taking pictures. I thought it was so major with you. When your child let you go, girl, I damn near had to babysit you. Thought about working with your old friends. That's when you made the switch up. I was still so gracious with you. Knew something seemed way too different. Should've went with my intuition. You was using them niggas for that extra bread. You was just an ungrateful creature, and I was gonna move on, forget. But I realized it's way too deeper. No, it was tragic, yeah, to just imagine, yeah, it really happened, yeah. It seemed just like yesterday. I know the pain is still right there. It ain't the same when I'm not there. Can't call my name, it's just a dream, and then you wake up to a nightmare. I was the main one trying. How the hell you blame me? You was the main one lying. All that run in your mouth, now you the main one silent. Thought you was 100, I was the main one solid. Made you pack up your things, now you the main one crying.
And this was a hard beat to rap in. This was a hard beat to rap in, so I'm not gonna really go that crazy on the critiques, because it's a hard beat to rap in. Honestly, this beat isn't really for rapping. So let's drop a bomb for him. Even trying this beat is hard. This ain't really a rapping type of beat, bro. This is a beat where you go in and you just harmonize like SZA was, bring a lot of vocals in the background, a lot of harmonizations. So this is a difficult beat to really rap in the way you was rapping it. So I give you credit for that. But like I said earlier, just try to fill in the pockets on the beat. If you have too many words in that pocket, try to take some words out. If you have, so you don't rush at the end of the line. If you have too little bit amount of words, try to add some filler words so you don't start stretching words in the line, because that could also happen. Like I said, you rush at the end of the line, you could also start stretching words, and you could definitely tell as a listener, you can definitely tell when someone's trying to stretch out words to fill in the pocket. Like for example, let's say you're gonna say like, oh, I would ride for you. If the pocket is big and you only have the line, I'll ride for you, you'll hear the person try to stretch out the word, and they'll be like, I'll ride for you. So you'll hear them slow down each pronunciation of each word to try to fill in that gap. And that is so terrible to listen to as a listener. When you listen to music, when people are rushing or they're going too slow, you want it just right. So just practice more on filling in the gaps in the beat. I'll say practice more on just putting more punchlines. The way you finish your lines isn't really punching. It's kind of like you're just flowing from line to line to line. So it's not really putting any emphasis on certain things in the lines. All right. So when you rap, you want certain lines to hit. So you want to make sure you work on your punchlines. Maybe work on the contents of the lines a little harder so that the punchlines will hit more. Because if you just rapping and rapping and rapping, as a listener, you can just get that feeling that they're just reading off of paper, just rapping. You want to put more emotion, more feeling, more swag into that when you in the booth so that your punchlines could hit. You get what I'm saying? But overall, I really respect you for coming to the channel. I really respect you for the recommendation because, you know, we go hard in the critiques on this channel. We don't be sugarcoating nothing. We don't be telling you it's hard when it's not hard. You know, we actually give real feedback because we love music on this channel. And you got a lot of potential. Just keep grinding. It's all about the grind, all about putting in the hours in the studio because no one ever starts rapping and they're amazing, all right? Every rapper you hear has put thousands of hours in the studio, has been in the studio overnight. So keep grinding, keep investing in your craft. Like I said, if you want me to review your music, let me know in the comments below. Love y'all so much. We out here. Let's go.